So if we look at human beings and we note that on average they lose between 50 to 100 hair per day, but even after losing this hair, you're still growing back more hair over your lifetime, it begs the question, what's going on? If hair's being lost but you're still growing more hair, that has to mean that hair has a cycle, it replenishes itself. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the 4 stages of the hair cycle and what's actually going on. As human beings, we shed hair on a normal basis. We're losing between 50 to 100 hair per day, and that's entirely normal. Now this begs the question, how do we grow more hair after it's been lost? Well, this is down to the hair cycle. So before we start, it's important to note that the hair follicle is actually underneath the skin, and therefore shaving or cutting your hair does not impact or impede the hair cycle. However, plucking, pulling, waxing can impact the hair cycle because we may be traumatizing the follicle underneath the skin. So with the human hair cycle, there are 4 stages. We have Anagen, Catagen, Telogen, and Exogen. Now let's start with Anagen. Anagen basically means the growth phase. And with a typical human being, around 70% of the scalp on your hair, without any medical conditions, will be in the Anagen phase. Typically, Anagen, the growth cycle, your scalp hair will spend around 7 years in this state. The rate of growth in the Anagen phase is approximately 0.5 inches per month on average for a human being. If we're talking about Anagen and the growth phase, what about different hair on different parts of the body? Well, according to scientific research, scalp hair, the typical Anagen phase is around 7 years, whereas other parts of the body, such as the beard, the face, the Anagen phase is slightly shorter. Depending on what type of hair follicle you're studying, the Anagen phase can vary, and this obviously yields to different results that we see in men and women. In a condition called androgenetic alopecia, most commonly known as female pattern hair loss or male pattern hair loss, the hair on the top of the vertex or the top of the scalp is sensitive to a hormone called dihydrotestosterone, which is a derivative of testosterone. This hair is sensitive to DHT, and under this influence, the Anagen phase, the growth phase, is shortened. So when we see this in clinical practice, what we see is the hair is finer, thinner, or the medical term we use is called miniaturization. In these patients, they don't notice shedding or aggressive hair loss, but over long periods of time, they just note that the hair is becoming finer and thinner and eventually reduced hair density. And this is all because the Anagen phase has been shortened. So after Anagen, we have Catagen. During this period, the hair follicle detaches itself from the blood vessels and dermal papillae, and during this time the hair will stop growing because it's deprived of nutrients and oxygen. Now, the Catagen phase is usually quite short. It approximately lasts for around 2 weeks, and the Catagen phase will act as a catalyst for the next stage, which is Telogen. The Telogen phase is where the hair follicle has detached itself from the dermal papillae and blood vessels. This period typically lasts around 3 months. Now, sometimes this state of telogen effluvium can last longer, or the previous hair cycles can be prematurely transitioned to telogen effluvium. And during this condition, patients will often report aggressive, severe shedding of their hair, which happens day after day after day, and it can last several months. Some of the causes, but not all of them, are due to stress, poor diet, medical conditions, and even pregnancy. So after the telogen phase, which is the resting phase, is coming to an end, the telogen phase transitions to the exogen phase. And all this means is the old hair is pushed out of the skin, and obviously you will see this as the hair being lost or shedding. At the same time, a new anagen phase starts and a new hair shaft is growing underneath the skin, and obviously in due time you will see a new terminal shaft coming through. So if you are experiencing hair loss, please go and see your medical doctor. This video does not infer any medical advice, it's simply for information purposes. But many of you have often asked me, if I'm losing so many hair throughout all these years, why am I not going bald? The reality is, hair is a triphasic organ. It exists in 3 different states, and it really is its own miniature organ. It's complex, it's really, really interesting, and under normal circumstances, this cycle repeats and repeats and repeats. Now, we'll talk about some other conditions in other videos, why this can be impacted, and what patients see. I do hope you found this very, very useful, and now you guys know why you're not going to go bald if you're shedding 50 to 100 hair per day. Thanks very much.